It's time now for that morning rush. San Juan County will now begin its kidnapping case against the former airman who's just been convicted in the death of a Mennonite woman from New Mexico. The Arizona jury found Mark Gooch guilty of first-degree murder for Sasha Krause's death last year. Krause was abducted near Farmington, then found dead near Flagstaff, Arizona. Gooch is set to be sentenced next month.
A detention hearing is scheduled today for the man accused of beating his wife to death. Jerome Gutierrez is back behind bars after the state Supreme Court stepped in. The DA's office called on the Supreme Court to intervene after he was released because of a missed deadline. And yesterday they ordered Gutierrez to report back to jail.
Police have arrested 20-year-old Noah Cruz Tapia for allegedly shooting out several windows at Bernalillo County's new headquarters. They say surveillance video shows him firing shots from the nearby parking garage.
Albuquerque mayoral Republican candidate Eddie Aragon is now receiving some backlash this morning. A campaign group that backs one of his opponents is saying that he is using his own radio station to promote his campaign, thus violating the FCC equal time provisions for candidates. Aragon insists that the other candidates are welcome anytime and that the invitation is enough to prove that there's no violation. Erica.
Here's a look at the school day forecast. Temperatures are in the upper 30s, so be sure to wear those warmer winter layers as the kiddos are heading out the door. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s by the afternoon. Nice and mild, but just a little bit breezy out there.
The Social Security Administration has announced a 5.9% boost in benefits. Well, that comes out to about an extra $92 a month for the average recipient. Well, that's the biggest cost of living increase for retirees in nearly 40 years.
The fight against the city's proposed soccer stadium is gaining traction this morning. The Stop the Stadium campaign is urging Albuquerque voters to vote no on the ballot question. The group worries the stadium will push residents out of the neighborhood. Stadium proponents say the city's affordable housing issues are being addressed through other bonds on the ballot.
There is a new push this morning from the city of Albuquerque to make the park safer. The city recently announced it is putting nearly $800,000 into park safety. About $580,000 of that is paying for 10 dedicated Metro security officers at parks and rec facilities. And part of their job includes clearing out the parks at night and closing the gates. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index. It is moderate because we do have these very cold temperatures across the state. Just be sure to bundle up.
The city's golf courses are seeing an increase in visitors, all thanks to some major upgrades. The courses had been struggling for years when the city commissioned an independent study in 2017. One of the recommendations was to close one of the courses. Instead, they decided to invest in improvements.
Happening soon, millions of tax dollars will be spent on sprucing up some ART stations around Albuquerque. The $3.3 million project will include finally putting a canopy over the San Pedro, downtown, west downtown, and Old Town stations. Everything should be complete in about 2 months. Erica.
All right, here's a look at the morning drive. The traffic maps are looking clear. No accidents or slowdowns to tell you about right now. And here's a look over Albuquerque. A very cold but quiet morning.
A 2-year-old boy's birthday dreams have come true. A video shared on social media shows young Phoenix sitting in his toy Jeep while a convoy of real Jeeps drove past his home. His parents say that he loves Jeeps and that there are a lot of people in the neighborhood who drive them.
Ah, what a cute birthday surprise.
Oh, yeah.
5 facts coming up in 90 seconds.
Welcome back. On this day in 1942, 2.78 inches of rain fell in Melrose. This was the third highest October rainfall value here. The most was 4.49 inches. October 23rd of 2000. We have no rain in the forecast for the rest of the week. Time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, the city's golf courses are seeing an increase in visitors, all thanks to some major upgrades. The courses had been struggling for years when the city commissioned an independent study in 2017. One of the recommendations was to close one of the courses. Instead, the city decided to follow another recommendation and invest in improvements. The city says for the first time in years, golf revenue has exceeded its budget.
At number 4, new video shows another Albuquerque bus driver taking matters into his own hands. Back in February, 54-year-old Ivan McFadden got on an ABQ ride bus and started yelling about the city's COVID rules. Well, the bus driver then stops the bus to tell McFadden to get off. Shortly after, McFadden starts to kick the bus door. That's when the bus driver gets off and starts fighting with McFadden before pinning him to the ground. The city says the driver's actions warranted disciplinary action.
And in number 3, it's going to be a breezy afternoon and evening. We'll be seeing those winds kicking up to around 30 miles per hour in Albuquerque. During the afternoon, we could see higher gusts around the mountains.
And number 2, guilty. That is the verdict for the former airman who killed a Mennonite woman from Farmington. The Arizona jury found Mark Gooch guilty of first-degree murder for abducting Sasha Krause from her Mennonite church in January of 2020. Krause was found shot to death a month later in the woods outside of Flagstaff. Gooch faces life in prison and is set to be sentenced before Thanksgiving. San Juan County will now begin its own case since the abduction happened here in New Mexico.
Finally, at number 1, Albuquerque Republican mayoral candidate Daddy Aragon is facing backlash this morning. A campaign group that backs one of his opponents is saying he's using his own radio station to promote his campaign, violating FCC equal time provisions for candidates. Aragon insists the other candidates are welcome anytime and that the invitation is enough to prove that there's no violation.